Yo, what is up guys, I'm back, gone on the FIFA. This time we have the man, the myth, the legend, Peter Crouch. Now I saw this card get leaked ages ago and I was like, I have to get my hands on this card, and I did. I used him on my mate's account mainly, but I also used him on my loan because I got him like quite recently. So on stats then, so he's 6'7", got medium work rates. He's right footed with 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot. He can play striker and centre forward and that only. He's got 74 pace, 87 shooting, 75 passing, 78 dribbling and 80 physical. So on paper, looks like quite an alright card, but it is a fun card, so what do you really expect? In the games I played with him, I played him with only a striker. He's had a lot of strike partners. I think he's had Rashford, Gabby Jesus one to watch, Cool, like he's had so many partners alongside him. But I've got nothing more to say, so if you do enjoy the clips or want to see more, please do subscribe. It does genuinely help the channel out a lot and let me know you're enjoying the videos. But I'll see you if that's the positive negatives, and peace.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are.
So on to my overall thoughts on the card then. Now, this is such a hard card to kind of review because you can't really compare him to any other market card because he's like no other. Like, he's generally a league of his own, and that's not necessarily a good thing in a sense, but it also is at the same time. So we'll go through then. So the 3-star is kind of a bit bad this year. The 3-star weak foot doesn't really matter too much because it's outside the foot shot, and if you don't know how to do that, it's L2 this year. So the weak foot kind of gets eliminated in that sense, unless you're actually on the left side and you have to force it on his left foot, which isn't really the best. It's quite weak, that left foot is very inconsistent. But if you can, get down that Trivella and it will go in a lot of the time, as you see in some of the clips. Now, the 3-star skills is a very big issue about this card, especially since he's got no agility, 6'7". It is very, very hard to turn with him, and that is why I went with the engine chemistry style. I use engine on my account, my mate used a hunter on his. Didn't really feel too much difference on the agility, to be honest, mainly because he's 6'7" and is a boss. But generally, the 3-star skills does need to be a bit better. Obviously, it's a fun card, so it doesn't really matter too much. Now, the pace for me, when he got going, pretty fast to be fair, but how long it took to go in? Probably about like 5 to 6 business days or something like that. Generally so slow to get going, but when he was, not too bad to be fair. Now the shooting for me, obviously its best attribute. The finishing was really good on this card. The shot power was very good. The long shots didn't really have too many opportunities, but when we were travelling with him, it seemed to go in quite a lot of the time. The volleys, again, decent. The attack position, he was always in the right place at the right time. Now the passing for me, honestly, except from that short pass, probably one of the worst passes I've ever used. I don't know why. It's maybe because he can't turn as well, so he can't get the pass off in time, and he takes massive long touches and stuff like that. So the passing was quite woeful about this card. But you're not really going to be passing him. He's the striker. He's a big man. The next up for me is the dribbling. Now the agility, as I said, he's a London bus. He cannot turn for his life. The balance is awful as well, but the strength kind of counteracts it, so it's not too bad. The actual dribbling stat, even with a +8 on the engine, is kind of useless. He still won't be able to twist and turn that well, but he has... At points he will have a little bit of agility, and then at points he'll have none, so it's just a very hit and miss thing. The reactions are decent, the ball shot is decent, the composure is very good about this card, especially on that right foot. He's very deadly in front of goal, but getting in there is the hard part. Now, weirdly enough, the air ability, it was very hit and miss. Sometimes he had very good chances, but sometimes he wouldn't even jump for the ball and wouldn't get it. But that heading actually was superb about this card. As you've seen some of the clips, just mental jumping, mental heading accuracy. The stamina, considering he's literally going to be sitting up front for most of the game, it didn't really matter. And he's got medium work rate, so he generally, if you got the right instructions, he's not really going to come back. As I said, the strength is quite good about this card, especially. So what you need to do with this card is you need to hold it with him with that L2 on the strength, so then you can play it off someone else and they can run into the box and head it if you need him to. The aggression isn't really bad, but it's not amazing. But that's all for my overall thoughts. Now let's get to overall scores. So on overall scores then. Now, this is the hardest one score ever, because normally what I do in my reviews at the time of year it is, I would normally compare it to a card I've recently reviewed, like I'll go Vinny versus Dembele, or Vinny versus Rashford playing with, or something like that. But this card, I genuinely can't put him against anything, so I'll have to do it on its own, and you'll have to try and trust me for this. So first for me is the pace. Now the pace for me, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. That is being generous as well. He is very slow to get going, but he's not really the slowest to be fair. He will still outpace a few people. The shooting for me, if that weak foot wasn't a thing, generally it'd probably be more like a 9 out of 10. But the shooting, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's not bad to be fair, but it's not amazing. Because of that weak foot, that is. Now the passing for me, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Useless. Because of his long strides, obviously he's not really have that many touches when you got the big centre backs against him. He's got to pass it off very fast, and he can't do that much. Now the dribbling for me, very inconsistent, because you got the reactions that are good, the composure, the ball shot's good, then you got the agility that's really bad, the balance is really bad, the dribbling stats okay. So overall for that, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. He's just generally a London bust. I keep saying it, but he is. He just can't turn very well, even though he's a very fun card to use. Now one thing I will say about this card, actually, I did quite enjoy it, was he would be able to get the ball quite easily off defenders because he was so tall, and then when they go near him, that defensive awareness is surprisingly good, so he'd be able to tackle them and be straight through on goal because of that. Now the physicals for me, I'm going to give him, for the physicals, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. I have to. The attack positioning, the head accuracy is really good. The jumping, because he's 6'7", it's still decent. The stamina's not bad. The strength's actually really good. So overall for that, I think it's a fair score. Now, on overall score then, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Nah, I'm joking. I'm going to give him, an honest review, okay, on fun rating, I'm going to add 3 categories. This was normally go overall score and then value for coins. I'm going for fun rating, I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10. But for overall score and actual score, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. He's not really the best of cards, and you're not really going to be taking him to champs to try and sweat and stuff like that. For value for coins in, 180k, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. I don't really think he's worth that much. He was a very fun card to use, but generally speaking, he's not really worth that, to be honest, in my opinion. But so for my viewers, always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe. As I said at the start, it really does help me out a lot. If you want to see anyone in particular, let me know down in the comments down below. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.